Alright, so with all the regular side quests completed in and around the 12 Wonders, let's go ahead on now to take our Aether Current quest, which could very well be the start of a chain quest. And we have had some that were not so. So, for this Aether Current quest, we're going to speak with Hippotho. The fact that they gave this name to a woman is a bit disturbing, and I'm surprised this even was allowed. Let's go ahead and speak with her to take on her quest, which is not chain-oriented, or at least not at first glance, entitled You and the Ailouros. At Hippotho's side is a familiar creature. Yeah, it's a Gala kitten. My, what a familiar essence you have. Like that of a familiar, if you're familiar with the concept. You're certainly a one-track mind, that's for sure. Oh, just my little joke. Rika, was it? I'm Hippotho. And there's the Ailouros doing its thing. Yes, we're getting to that. Rika, say hello to our familiar friend here. She's an Ailouros. The Ailouroi are one of our newest creations, highly attuned to abnormalities in their environment. At the first sign of danger, they'll sound the alarm, by which I mean mew loudly. Though we do our best to observe all of our creations, outbursts are simply too large to maintain a constant vigil over each and every temperamental species. A more efficient means of detecting conflict between creatures was in order. Thus I have taken this Ailouros under my wing to further develop her capabilities in this area, and she does enjoy our little walks. This morning we are testing her ability to pinpoint sites of conflict. Would you like to observe? Simply tell her that her task has begun, and she'll do her utmost to locate disruptive creatures. Please do subdue any unruly subjects once you've found them. We can't have beasts running amok. No, of course not. Okay, there, Ailouros. Yeah, mew like crazy. Follow the Ailouros and try not to fall behind. Just keep me safe. And we're off. So let's hang a right and head out into the field. Yeah, as long as we're running alongside the docile Petoluda, I think we'll be just fine. But the Grips, not so much. Okay, he's hanging on the left. So as we go down this perimeter path, where will the Ailouros take us? Oh, right into the line of fire. Thankfully, someone drew that one away. But the Ailouros is just going into more danger. Oh geez, are you underleveled? No, you're a dancer as well. You certainly seem to have your hands full. Alright, the Ailouros alerts you to two nearby creatures that are facing one another down, and looks at you expectantly. So yeah, we got to subdue the dueling creatures. Oh, these two, huh? Alright, well then, I'm going to go and get this set up in advance, and then unleash it. Yeah, I think that was a very wise strategy, because, yeah, the treant is already down. Yeah, that was easy. Alright there, Ailouros. You satisfied with what you saw? Alright, back over to Hippotho. Alright, Hippotho, mission accomplished. She seems quite content, but in the name of science, what were the results? Well, here's what happened. As I expected. Well done, little one. Magnificent creatures, the both of you. It's a shame we cannot give you a pair of tiny wings and a bell too, but it's against protocol, I'm afraid. The Ailouros are enchanted with theirs at birth, so they are able to acclimate properly. I'm certain you have your own unique potential twice, however. In fact, why not join us for another phase of testing? Also, this is chain-oriented, alright. So we'll take our experienced 895 gil and an Aether Current. So let's keep on going with Hippotho to take on our next quest entitled Sing, O Mews! Hippotho wishes to conduct another test of the Ailouros' capacity and yours.
I'm so pleased that you're willing to join us in further research. Thus far, you have noted this Ailouros' response to stimuli. However, the Ailouros have one very special capability. Aren't you curious?
I am.
You'll be pleased to know that I have dispatched one additional Ailouros to fly about the 12 Wonders then. If she is working as designed, the phenomenon should be clearly observable. I expect that you will be able to collect evidence of it from my fellow researchers, say Ailouros, Deucalion, and Chloris. Do present your conclusions to me when you've finished.
Alright, we already met with Chloris before. In fact, she's right over here, and we almost ran someone over.
I would advise you to keep your head down. I saw some manner of creature darting about in the air just now. If it carries on like that, it's only a matter of time before it collides with someone's skull. It startled me so badly that I accidentally created a winged fish of all things, which itself escaped to the skies ere I knew it. Though, now that I have a moment to reflect on its speedy departure, perhaps the ability to fly is not so wasted upon aquatic creatures as I believed. Surely such a boon would give them heretofore unknown capacity to evade predation. The recent fashion for flying concepts may have something to it after all. I really must pay visit to the Bureau of the Architect next time I'm in Amarot. I doubt anyone has registered a winged fish yet.
I think Hermes may have beat you to it. And I think Hermes may have beat you to it, but let's see what everyone else has to say. Deucalion, hello there, sir. A tiny winged creature? Do you refer to Hippotho's familiar, perchance? I did see it not long ago. I know not where it's gone off to, I regret to say. I would assist in your search, but I must put brush to parchment before I forget what I meant to write. Out of my observational duties, I've been laboring over a treatise on aquatic flora, you see. Yet by rereading my work a moment ago, I was suddenly struck with how trite my conclusion sounds. I believe I know precisely how to strengthen it, however. I dare say even Holmroot shall be impressed by my insight. Well, if you are hoping for that, then I'll support you. I gotta go up, it looks like, to get this next one, who may be inside the house. And is. Hi there, Ailouros. In fact, incidentally enough, you have one of your own. Yeah, let's have a look and see it trying to get Ailouros' attention, it seems. That's how it's trying to do it. But let's speak with Ailouros.
Isn't this the most darling familiar you have ever seen? Behold its soft and fluffy fur, its pudgy belly, its charming little bell, its eyes that gaze imploringly into the very depths of your soul. It makes you want to dismantle it and gobble its adorable aether right up, does it not?
Ah! Ailouros, no!
I dare not, of course. Whoever it belongs to will be quite cross indeed. Yes, even to gaze upon it stokes within me a creative passion the likes of which I've never known.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's taking exception to you trying to skin it. Yeah, he's getting out of here.
Alas, my Mews! Perhaps I need to create my own familiar of surpassing cuteness after all.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Alright, back to Hippotho. Yeah, that was quite a thing there, wasn't it? Alright, back over to Hippotho. Yeah, it's getting crowded in here.
I see you have spoken to everyone, and what are your findings?
This is what we found out.
Exactly right. The Ailouros bless those they meet with inspiration. After all, we are at our best and our brightest when our hearts are at ease. With clarity of thought and faith in ourselves, we can do anything. And what could possibly quell inner turmoil so well as a lovable creature like this?
Yeah, as you mew.
Ah, it seems duty calls. She senses another irregularity. Off you go then, dear girl. With today's results, the Ailouros concept will be approved in no time. I am truly fortunate to have such wonderful familiars to work with. Yourself included, of course.
Alright, so this is only a 2-chainer, so we'll take our experience 735 gil plus a level 86 ring. Alright, all side quests here in the 12 Wonders are done. Which means we can now make our way back over to Anagnosis. We'll begin things over here by speaking with someone known as Blaste. This appears to be a woman, and it is. Well, looks like we're gonna have a blast with her, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and speak with her to take on her quest entitled, We'll Meet Again. Blast's fraught expression is in stark contrast to the tranquil surroundings.
Oh, I don't believe we've met. As much as I would like to engage in more meaningful conversation, I'm actually in the midst of searching for someone. It's my mentor, who taught me practically everything I know. Now, she has relinquished her role and is ready to make her final journey, but before she does, there is an important matter I must convey to her. The last concept in her care, a beautiful winged creature, has been approved for life on Etheris. Please, will you help me look for her? There's a strong chance you'll find her at Philomethys Notos. Her most distinguishing feature is her chestnut-colored hair, tied into a single flowing lock, much like a Monoceros' tail.
Alright, so it's a Tron and Era situation, I see. Alright then. Also, yeah, how's that for a concept for you? So around the corner in order to get to the chestnut-haired researcher. Yeah, your hair is tied back though. Yeah, it's not a proper ponytail though. Looking at things, you may be the only person I can find. So it very well could be you. Hello there.
You wish to speak with me?
I do, yes.
Ah, yes. I had a feeling she might say that. As I have told her, my decision has been made.
What about that winged creature? Was a success, or she can't say I didn't try? Well, let's go with the one.
Glad tidings to be certain, but my work is done. This news was more than sufficient, and I thank you for it. Nothing can deter me from my chosen course, and I must join my predecessors in the hereafter. Tell Blaste to name the creature as she pleases, and that I wish her every happiness. Now, our brief encounter has reached its end. Farewell.
Ah, young lady, we hardly knew ye. Back to Anagnorsis, as it were. Hi, Blast, we're back.
She's not with you. Did you at least find her?
We did, and this is what she had to say.
I should have known nothing would sway her. All I can do is hope she finds blessed respite in the ethereal sea, and that we may one day be reunited in another life. Until then, I will carry on her legacy, beginning with the naming of the creature she cared for so dearly. I think I shall name it after her. That way she will live on through her work forever.
Well, that's very sweet of you. We'll take our experience in 655 gil. Yeah, but suffice it to say for a time, she won't be having a blast. So let's go ahead and speak now to this vivacious observer to take on the quest entitled Breaking the Eyes. Creepy. You are just the thing the vivacious observer needs.
You, my dear familiar, are precisely what I need. Pray help me with my research. One of our new creations has an extremely wary disposition. Try as I might to go near it for observation, it senses my aether and flees. As a familiar, your aether is thinner than mine, yet you seem more intelligent than your fellows. That being the case, I believe you may succeed where I have failed. Come with me behind the building. I will take you to the creation.
Alright. Let's go follow. Yeah, we're going, looks like just to the north. Alright. So here's the observer. With a devil of a creation.
There it is. Notos 666. New as it is to Elpis, the creature has yet to be given a proper name.
Yeah, anything other than what a currently has.
As I mentioned, I cannot go near it. Indeed, this is the closest I can be. I want you to approach it, and then do something to show that you are a friend. What do you think will work?
Return its gains or perform a dance for it, yeah. I am on the dancer job right now.
Ah, an excellent idea. If it sees you moving in a whimsical fashion, it may well lower its guard. So, go on, try to perform a dance for Notos 666. I shall watch from here. Best of luck to you.
Alright then. Yeah, this isn't disturbing at all. But yeah, let's go ahead and have Rika perform a fancy dance for the Notos, as female Mikote tend to do. Yeah, that got a response out of it. So much so, it's running away. Notos 666 scurries off, leaving behind the bowl of fruit. Bowl of fruit? You never mentioned that. I witnessed it all. You did very well, my dear familiar. Notos 666 is designed to facilitate the proliferation of fruiting trees by bearing their seeds to faraway places. While the young are still unable to forage for themselves, 'tis the duty of male creatures to bring them food. In leaving you the fruit, it appears to have taken you for one of its own. I wasn't sure how it would respond to your overtures, but I wasn't expecting that. Go on and take your gift, and let us return to Anagnosis. You deserve a reward for your troubles. Yeah, but why did it have to be named like that, man? Okay, Observer. Thanks to your invaluable cooperation, I was able to acquire some very insightful data. And we have this for you. Oh, the fruits. They are rightly yours to enjoy. So go on, enjoy them. Alright, let's see what we got. The fruit looked good, but it tastes even better. Each bite a small piece of heaven in your mouth. Judging by your expression, it would seem Notos 666 saves the choicest food for its young. Though it has but come to us, I have a good feeling for the creature. When the time comes, we shall have to think up a suitably fine name for it. I got one for you. Paisa. Here's the reward I promised. Thanks again, my dear familiar. Well, thank you very much. So we'll take our experience at 895 gil. Yeah, you gotta stop dancing with the devil, girl. It's not healthy. So as we continue along here, why don't we head on over to Miss Yuridome and take on her quest entitled Second Guest. Yuridome has a use for your unique charms. Oh my, aren't you adorable? Actually there's something you might be able to help me with. A visitor from the Bureau of the Architect has arrived at Propalion to deliver new concepts. I would like you to offer her the warmest of welcomes. Normally we'd have our own familiars attend to such duties, but most of them are already entertaining other guests. There's been a rather lot lately, you see. On the other hand, this would be the perfect opportunity to show her an entirely new and, what's a nice way to put this, idiosyncratic familiar. That being you, of course. I'm sure she'd be delighted to meet you. I'm sure she would, but yeah. They really do not think much of me here. Yeah, sorry, there, Stone Cold. No need for an ice cold beer. So the person is, yeah, right over here. You are not currently wearing your mask, young lady, but let me speak with you. What a pleasant surprise! You must be one of the most excessively energetic familiars I've ever seen. Yuridome chose the representative well, it would appear. As a matter of fact, I too have an errand to ask of you, namely the delivery of these concepts. Uh-oh. I brought them all the way from the Academia Anida, 3 aquatic fauna specimens from the words of Mitron, and 1 flora sample from the words of Halmarut. All very fascinating, as my counterparts here will soon discover. It would also be prudent to remind Yuridome not to let their captivating nature distract her from making her observations. Well then, there's no time like the present. Oh, we're just yeah, wasted no time just getting all the way back over there. Alright, Yuridome. I trust our guest was enamored with you as I am. Yep. And she comes with this. New concepts for us. And fascinating to the point of being distracting? What an odd thing to warn me about, though it does all sound rather than intriguing. The Academia Anida always produces concepts of the most outstanding quality, and I'm eager to learn what treats we have in store on this occasion. Let me see. From the word of Mitron, we have what seems to be an aquatic mollusk, capable of storing ether in its shell.
I can only guess as to what purpose that would serve, but I dare say all will become abundantly clear in due course. Oh, I do apologize. I already find myself mesmerized by these concepts, just as our visitor predicted. For your part in bringing me these wonders, you have my thanks.
Well, you're quite welcome, so we'll take our experience on 655 gil. Alright, let's continue on.